This is the Super Co-op Squad Video Game Podcast, episode 103.
Bro Op number 3.
Ah.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 103. This is a Bro Op episode, as we heard in the beginning. Joshua is not with us today. He's got a nice Christmas present. So,
yeah, something I'm sure he'll want to talk about later.
We'll discuss that, but enjoy your little mini vacay, dude, and you're missed. As you guys know, or if you don't know, now you know, we are the Super Co-op Squad video game podcast. Every week we sit down together as friends and gamers and discuss the latest news, topics, and give our views on everything gaming related. We'll get into some fun stuff, and generally we have a pretty sweet little setup with games and all this stuff mixed in, core topics, but it's a Bro Op episode. These only come up, we've done 103 regular episodes, about 20 special episodes, only 3 Bro Ops.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna pull back from the, name the game, fan favorites and trivia, and we're just gonna chop it up and chat and kind of go over some of the stuff that's been happening in the gaming community, because a lot has happened in the last week.
Yeah. Stuff's going down.
Yeah. And let's just hop into this. So 2 big things, and we really haven't even discussed the order of which we'll discuss them. So we'll figure that out.
We're flying off the seams of our pants.
Yeah, which is honestly very different from what we normally do, which is very structured. Like, we know how we're spending every minute generally. But Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. It released December 7th.
Yes, it did. It did.
So that's been huge.
Oh, wait, is that out? I guess.
I put in I played a couple matches. I actually got the milestone for completing over 100 matches already.
Yeah.
It was nice. And then of course,
I was there when you did that.
Oh, you. That's right. And of course, the Game Awards happened, and of course, we'll briefly go over the winners. I think most of those we actually hit pretty well for what we expected.
Pretty spot on.
But we'll go over the announcements. And there were some big reveals.
There were some nice ones.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Okay, let's start with a couple of our maybe game announcements and stuff. Like, I think we had Obsidian's new project, the Outer Worlds, I think.
Right. So Obsidian, which was just actually in the midst of a purchase by Microsoft to be an owned studio with them, they announced their sci-fi space RPG, open world RPG, the Outer Worlds. So I definitely encourage you to take a look at the trailer. I'll throw the trailer in a link for it in the show notes. You'll see that wherever you're listening, either on YouTube, YouTube or it'll just be the audio this time because Joshua's not here for the video part. And then also wherever you listen to our podcast. But yeah, this looked great.
Yeah, it's the guys that, the original creators of the Fallout franchise. So it's nice to see them get back in it. They haven't been in charge of it since New Vegas, right, which, arguably is, a lot of people are going to say, the best Fallout game.
Yeah.
So far. So it's really nice to see them in charge of an open world RPG.
Yeah. It really is. And the thing we think we got to look at is not only did they originally make Fallout, which arguably, Fallout 1, 2, Tactics, those games weren't the heyday, as far as popularity and success sales wise for the series were, but it was the roots.
Yeah.
They made it what it was. They established that universe, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But they arguably made the best Fallout game with Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah. So they can go ahead and take a stab at the world they created,
right,
in the modern age that we're accustomed to, and they can knock it out the park.
Yeah, they crushed it, because I love Fallout 3, but New Vegas had the better mechanics, and Fallout 4, although great and vast and huge, it didn't necessarily hit the same story points that 3 and New Vegas had as far as just that sort of mesh. So
3, where's my dad? 4, where's my son?
That is. That is exactly right.
Outer Worlds, where's my space dog?
Hopefully not. But yeah, we know that they can make an open world RPG. They've established that, and they have other games like Pillars of Eternity, I believe.
Oh, they did.
They did Pillars of Eternity.
Okay, they did both South Park games.
Yeah,
which are very fun.
Yeah, for
RPG mechanics and combat and all that.
Yeah, these guys know RPGs of all different types.
Yeah.
So for them to do this looks amazing. And just to give you some perspective for those of you who may not have checked out the trailer or just want to hear a little bit more detail, this game, it looks honestly like a Fallout New Vegas or a Fallout Elder Scrolls The art style, it reminds me of that. It's very open world. Looks like it's going to have, based on the trailer, a lot of dialogue between different NPCs and your character. And much like Fallout New Vegas, a lot of choices on who you back as a faction. So this world essentially is one where it looks like the human race has expanded into the galaxies, and
where no man has gone before.
Very, very nice. And rather than it being, just, a federation, it's companies. It's big giant conglomerates who control big pieces of space and planets, and they run the galaxy. And you essentially have to choose which one of these mega conglomerate corporation entities you want to side with.
The Separatists?
Separatists? So I thought that was an interesting way to do it, and kind of funny for where we're at in our world right now.
Yeah, I'm getting hints of Borderlands just because of like the comedy, the way how light it is. It's not a melodramatic, serious kind of game. It's like, we expanded out into space, we built colonies, everything was great until the companies came and sold everything, and now they're selling it to us for 8 times the price.
Right.
So it seems like it's going to be a lot of that kind of like bringing down the company kind of thing, and you're the guy that looks like he can get stuff done.
Yeah, I like that. I like that take on it, just because the open world RPG genre is really driven by what Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and then clones of those who try to take a piece of that pie. And like you said, Borderlands is not an RPG, an open world RPG in that sense, but it's very comedic. But many games don't have that kind of comedy in an open world setting.
Yeah.
So it's both gutsy and awesome that they're doing that.
Something fresh.
Yeah, it really is something fresh. I saw the trailer, and I think I texted you guys. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It was it's immediate buy for me. I will buy this game.
Yeah,
based on the trailer.
You did say that.
Because it looks like everything I want in the game. And then I actually told you guys as well that, they are beating Bethesda at this point in their own game. Like this is the space race to get an open world RPG into space, and it looks like they're going to get it done before Bethesda, who has Starfield on the horizon, right?
Yeah.
I like you say horizon and all that stuff. But it's not for a ways, right? It's not coming.
It's some time, and with the trouble that Bethesda's getting into, I'm sure things have probably set back.
Yeah.
A bit, cost of money and all that stuff. Having to buy these nylon bags. Sorry, canvas bags.
It's ridiculous.
An extra $4.
Yeah, but that game looks spectacular. Yeah. So, definitely looking forward to the Outer Worlds from Bethesda. Some other big news. What do we want to go over? We want to go over the Smash Brothers stuff, or?
No. That's that. I will say that.
We'll go into Dragon Age 4.
I did not recognize it, and I've been out the Dragon game for a while. Never beat 1, got pretty far. 2 was kind of just a different feel, and then 3 never really touched the Inquisition. I think it was. And so when they try to show off this teaser trailer, which I'm sure Dragon Age fans immediately, Dragon Age, finally.
Right.
I'm like, what is this? I don't get it. I see a symbol and we found some guy.
Yeah. I mean, it really was a teaser.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think most people would have guessed it right away. But,
especially because they didn't even put like Dragon Age or hashtag Dragon Age is back or something like that.
Sound or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am very excited for this. I think Dragon Age, it's a fantastic RPG. Now, they've had some trouble just because they've had trouble trying to find their identity.
Well, they've had EA, telling them what to do.
Well,
much like Dead Space.
Some of it's not EA's fault though. Like the gameplay aspect of it is what they keep changing. So Dragon Age 1 was very tactical. It was, RPG where you really had to think about all your moves, set up how you wanted your characters to fight, kind of like create a chess match of like, okay, when my character is in this position, they'll do this. If a teammate has this much health, if they have a healing potion, they'll use it.
Kind of like Final Fantasy XII's Gambit system.
Exactly like that. Thank you. And I loved that. And the story was great. It was slower paced. And then Dragon Age 2 popped up, and it was a hack and slash, for lack of a better term. It was not exactly, but pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much.
It was much more action heavy than it was tactical.
It was not what it was like. They were two different game series.
Kind of like how Dead Space was a survival horror, and it really kind of built the atmosphere of what you're doing. Whereas 2 was also much more action heavy.
It definitely was.
And then they threw it out the window with 3 by adding a co-op partner.
Yeah. It wasn't even horror at that point. And then Dragon Age Inquisition, Dragon Age 3 essentially, which is funny. Just quick side note that they went Dragon Age 1, 2, Inquisition 4.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay, guys.
There's going to be many people wondering, where's 3?
Yeah.
Where's 3? I'm trying to get the whole story. Where's 3?
It's going to be a meme for sure. But Inquisition 3 was a mix of both of that, of Dragon Age 1 and 2, where you did have a lot of the tactical aspect, a little bit toned down, but it was there, and you still could kind of just control one character and hack and slash to heart's content.
Yeah.
But I feel like they keep trying to, have your cake and eat it too. Have your community and the other community.
Yeah.
You can't have the tactical RPG community as well as the hack and slash RPG community. They're different. And you've got to accept that. Like, your game has to go all in on something and the other. Halo didn't have, great gunfights, and then also it was a side-scrolling beat 'em up,
Oh, man, could you imagine? With a big arrow saying go.
Yeah. It's just not how it was. But I'm hoping this gets back to those real roots.
Well, I think they know what fans of the series are looking for, of what brought them their success the first time around. So I have a feeling that this time around, it'll be more what those kind of classic RPG fans are looking for.
I hope so, but that's the thing, right? Because like you said, they know what their fans want, but now it's like, well, who are your fans? Because you've given 3 different game types.
Flavors.
Yeah. So are you trying to appeal to your original fans, or the ones in the middle, or the ones at the end? Or, I don't really know. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but even so, the numbers won't necessarily be accurate. I don't know which fan base, supported the game more.
Yeah.
Because even though maybe Dragon Age 1 Origins had the, I guess the better scores, that doesn't necessarily always equate to sales, especially if it's a new IP.
Very true.
So maybe they think Dragon Age 2 is the best one.
Platinum curse. They will get amazing scores, but no one's buying their games.
Yeah. But I'm excited for this. Hopefully it goes well. We'll see. Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, brutal CG trailer.
And it comes out April 23rd. So not only are we getting this game, like, just in general, we're getting the game soon.
Fairly soon, yeah.
That's less than 6 months.
This is, I think, NetherRealm's kind of way to do things now, because I think the same thing happened with Injustice 2. They're like, hey guys, we're making Injustice 2. It's out in November or whenever, probably June, I think.
Yeah, I've said it before. I'll say it again. That is the way to put your games out. You don't need a year-long hype. You don't need that. You give people 6 months, 5 months, get them ready. Smash Brothers, perfect example. About 6 months, and boom, there it was.
But those 6 months felt very long.
It was
Smash Brothers.
And yes, we knew the game was coming, but we did know that, but they didn't give, like, the release date was 6 months out. Like, they didn't go, okay, it's going to be next December. They just were like, okay, the game's coming.
Yeah, true.
The game's coming. Okay, this is when it's coming. This is when we had it.
December 2019.
Yeah, they didn't do that to us. And that's fine for me if you do it that way. I like that, but I prefer this. Like, don't hear nothing. You didn't know. We didn't know they were working on it. They could have been on vacation for all we knew. But yeah, and it does look brutal. It looks just beastly. I mean, obviously the gameplay won't be like the trailer, but
yeah. But it'll be similar. I mean, we're getting the tone of it where there's much more visceral combat. One thing about the Mortal Kombat games I've actually come to like is they're building a story with it.
Right.
Like, it's not just, throw in Liu Kang and Kung Lao and fight. It's the apocalypse is coming. He must win.
Yep.
Kind of thing. And I like how they teased a whole new character at the very, very end of that trailer. We don't get the face. We just get, okay, it's some chick with the hourglass.
Yeah.
Which has me think, okay, time travel's coming.
Yeah.
Zaslamel.
It's got to be something like that. I got no clue, but I can tell you that there's one thing I've been thinking about. I'm actually going to write an article for the Game Fanatics about it very soon. After Smash Brothers Ultimate, I don't really know what the landscape's going to be like for fighting games. They took a game and they put every single character in it. They added a bunch of new characters. We know now that it can be done, right? There could have been excuses before for, balancing the game or a game, being too large.
The hardware couldn't support it.
Right. But if we can do this on the Switch, which arguably, right, is not as powerful as an Xbox One or PS4, if they can do that there for 74 characters, well, I don't necessarily know how I feel about them not putting every single character into fighting games going forward.
I see what you're saying, but a lot of times those characters don't play the same. Like you can't take Sub-Zero from, Mortal Kombat 4 and throw them in Mortal Kombat 11. It's completely different.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, they have tons of games to go off of. So you can, if anything, right, you can make it a greatest hits type of game every single time. Take the best type of character or mix them up and make them a new type of character, from the games and put that out. I think that's easily doable because one could have argued the same thing. And I think people probably did for Smash Brothers before we got the ultimate announcement that they were all coming back. People go, Pichu and Mewtwo, they just don't work from a standpoint of how they played from Smash Melee to whatever, Ultimate. There's no way it could work. Or I'm sorry, to the Wii U version. Yeah. There's no way you can put like Roy in Ultimate or in the Wii U version. It doesn't make any sense. We got him, there are ways to do it. And if that team can do it, I feel like every game can do it. And I know it's not going to happen, but I feel it's a disappointment now. If they've set the gold standard and anything else now falls short to me.
I see what you're saying, but I do think that's unfair. Not every game can make 70 characters or bring 70 characters back. They don't have the manpower for it. They don't have the studios for it. Nintendo can do it because Nintendo do what Nintendo do. NetherRealms, though they're big and quite successful, they're not Nintendo. There's no NetherRealms system coming out there. It's a different thing. It doesn't have all the support that Nintendo has.
Maybe. I disagree. They're not a small little operation. I feel like they can do this. But you're right. It takes a large undertaking that everyone probably can't or won't want to do. But for me, I'm just saying from my gamer perspective, I'm like, well, if they could do it, why can't you? The same way, right, that people look at like Xbox One and their semi backwards compatibility nonsense. But it's still there, and going, okay, well, Sony, why can't you do it? And sure, someone can bust out all the specs and they can show me all the different things as to why the PS4 can't or won't do it or what have you. But when it comes down to it, I'm looking at it going, well, they did it. Why can't you?
Yeah.
It sucks, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I just feel that's an easy way to kind of just kind of sour a lot of new games that could potentially be great.
I definitely see your point. You're not wrong. I still want, the heart wants what it wants.
You're right.
Crash Team Racing. Do you care?
It was very fun on the PS1. I don't know anyone who's really asking for it.
You know what? I like this only from the perspective of there's not really, I think I've said it before, there's not really a kart racer on Xbox One or PS4. There's just not a fun little game I can pop on with 4 people and just enjoy.
Sonic All-Star?
That's not out yet.
Racing? There's ones before.
There's not on Xbox One or PS4?
Absolutely.
There's a Sonic Team Racing on Xbox One?
I don't remember now.
I don't think there is, bro. I think there's
backwards compatibility.
I don't know if it's backwards compatible. It might be, but I know there's 2 on Xbox 360. I do not think they've ever made one for Xbox One.
Not straight Xbox One. I think it's on the backwards compatibility list because I'm pretty sure it's part of games with gold.
I still want a game for Xbox One and PS4. And so this is it. And this is a fun game, especially since it's getting remastered, right? So
yeah. Crash is cool and all. Just I don't see the fervor for it.
Do you think there's fervor? Would you call it fervor? It's a good word.
Fervor.
Does the community have fervor for this game?
He's a Bandicoot. He's got fur.
He does have fur. I don't know if people are in an uproar about this or like care that much, but I think it's so cool just because, again, it's a genre that's sorely missed on the other consoles.
It ain't gonna $30.
It won't be. It'll be 40. Yeah, minimum 40
for a kart race. I don't know, man.
For
a kart racer, that's not Mario Kart.
But do you doubt that it's going to be 40?
I don't doubt.
Okay, because they're about getting that money. And it comes out relatively soon, June 21st. So I like this a lot. It ain't gonna sell nothing on Switch. Who would buy it on Switch? Why would you buy it on Switch?
People who just have a Switch.
You have Mario Kart though. Why would you ever do that? Like there would never
Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing.
There would never be a point where I'd have the console in my hand in both games and go, I'm gonna play Crash. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. Some quick news on Anthem. They had another trailer.
Okay, I missed this one.
Yeah, it was nothing crazy. Just showed some new gameplay. It still kept my interest. But even now, I know you disagree on this, but I still feel a Destiny vibe, which is a little souring to me. Not from a gameplay perspective, but only because the way that they had their multiplayer work and then the content available wasn't enough in Destiny. That's their biggest flaw, is there's not enough content. After endgame, you beat the game and there's just not enough to do. And
I'm in the same raids and strikes over and
again
over.
and again. And I'm not that guy that cares about getting the perfect weapons. I'm not that guy about getting like the rarest thing. I just want to play the game, get some cool gear, move on, keep playing.
Yeah.
And
I see what you're saying.
I couldn't do that. So I'm getting that vibe from Anthem. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. There's not too much more big news. Oh yeah. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Black Order,
exclusively to Switch,
coming just to the Nintendo Switch. So I was super excited. I was actually out and about, and you texted me, and I'm like, oh wow, like it's here, it's coming to the Switch only. I don't like that.
Why not?
Okay, it's gonna sound weird, I suppose, but I don't like exclusives to the Switch unless it's Nintendo. Only from the fact that, like, I don't know, it's not my console of choice to play. I just don't want to play it for anything besides what I have to. Even though the machine works well, I even text you guys saying like, yeah, like it's super cool. My wife and I were out and about and we just busted out the Switch, popped out some Joy-Cons, played a game. It was really fun.
It's great for that.
But I don't like that this is coming just to that console. But I can say, kudos to you, Nintendo. Because this is the problem that I've seen from Nintendo for the longest time, that they're not getting the exclusives. They're not getting third-party support.
I was just about to bring that up, how you're like, I don't like that it's coming to Switch, but this whole time you're like, they're not getting support, not getting third-party support. Here's second-party support, and you're not happy with it.
Yeah, no, it's not that I'm not happy for them. This is the best move for Nintendo. Like, doing things like this is what will crush your competition. Bringing this stuff back. So getting Bayo 2 and then Bayo 3 for your console. Yeah. Bringing back finding a way to revive Conquer. Like if they, like things like that is what they need to do. Like cause Sony and Microsoft were never gonna foot the bill and get this game as an exclusive.
Exclusive. Yeah, very true. I think it's good. I think my only concern is that so far all I've really seen as far as characters are very kind of Guardians of the Galaxy focus. It seems like it's Guardians and Spider-Man.
Well, we know for sure that the Guardians are coming, the Avengers are coming, Spider-Man's coming. They've shown Wolverine, so I'm sure a few X-Men will be in there. I can't imagine a world now where Deadpool is not in a Marvel universe game. Yeah, he's gonna be in there somewhere. The Fantastic Four is just a crapshoot just because of all their licensing issues. I don't know if they want to put that in there.
But when I think Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I think large roster, and mixing supers together, making cool combination, powerful moves and all that. I don't see a very vast selection as of now. Then again, it was just announced. There was a trailer. I'm sure there's more news that's going to be coming out, but from what I've seen, it just looks like it's Guardians plus Thor and Iron Man.
Yeah, it's the Avengers. So, they're going to probably have Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Doctor Strange. Like, they'll probably be in there. Like, I think all the characters that we've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe will probably make an appearance.
Okay. And Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I'd wager a bet that we'd also see several of the Netflix characters. Like, even though, Disney doesn't want Netflix to move forward with those shows as much anymore. They got their own service coming out and Netflix canned them all anyway. Yeah. I'm sure Luke Cage is going to be in there. I'm sure Daredevil is going to make his way in there. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
And then plus it doesn't help. What would it help them? Okay, if they're going the long route, which I don't like as far as their marketing scheme of announcing it now and then it comes out next November or whatever, they're going to tease out like characters a bit more here and there, something at E3, a Nintendo Direct here. They're going to, yeah, exactly. They're not going to do the Smash Brothers approach and just go, hey, every character coming back, deal with it, because there's no hype. There's no hype for a game that's been gone for like 10 years. It's not the same popularity as Smash, where making that announcement for Smash Brothers, every character's coming back, like that blew people's minds. And I don't think we would have had that effect if they said like, oh, every character from Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 is coming back. You'd have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Where'd they go?
Yeah. But it does look good. I like the new perspective they have on the camera angle. I'm not sure if you noticed that or not. So in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 and X-Men Legends, it's almost a top-down view.
Yeah.
Very, very close to Diablo 2 and 3. And this is a little lower down, almost like third person behind the character's head. So like almost like, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet above the character's head and then behind them for most of the camera shots that I saw, rather than directly above their head.
So like, are we doing like over the shoulder, kind of like what, RE4?
It's not that close.
Okay. It's pull back the camera a little bit.
The camera's pulled back so that 4 players, you can still see the scope of the levels, but the way it's designed, it's kind of like you're going in one direction. So the levels are probably going to be a bit more like guided. Okay. As far as where you're going.
Linear.
Yeah, more linear. Exactly. Thank you. But because of that, the combat looked more visceral. It looked like you could see what was happening in your fights a bit more.
Okay.
So I liked it.
Yeah. Whereas, the past Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, the combat felt stilted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun being able to partner Wolverine with, Mrs. Fantastic, but
yeah,
it just felt like punch, kick.
Yeah.
Thing.
Exactly.
So yeah, glad to hear about that. Maximilian dude had a funny tweet that now that Ultimate Alliance 3 coming exclusively to the Switch opens the gates for Wolverine to be in Smash.
Someone else said that as well. Not Wolverine, but just a Marvel character. Yeah. We'll see. I
mean, the opportunity is there though. Like the requirements have been met. We'll just see what happens now.
Yeah, I agree that it's a possibility. I think we could see a Marvel character. Please not Iron Man. Like, there's enough characters like Iron Man with Samus, Dark Samus.
It would have to be Wolverine. Like, I don't see anyone else being as much of a hit, where it's like, Thing, nah. Hulk, maybe.
No, it couldn't be Hulk. I think you're right that Wolverine would be the most iconic.
Sorry. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man would be good as well.
Would be good.
I think Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, any of those 3, and you're looking okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Speaking of Smash news.
Before we hop in that,
we got another one?
Well, yeah, no, one last thing just on Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Gotcha. I'm not sure if I like the art style. It was definitely more colorful and less realistic. So it fits for the Switch, but I don't know if it's a pullback from what MA2, Marvel Ultimate, MUA2, MUA was. Just that last little tidbit. All right, let's hop into just that Smash Brothers news. So the final big game announcement coming from the Game Awards is the first DLC pack character has been announced.
I love how they did it. Jeff Keighley's talking, lights go out, screen starts getting fuzzy, and you just see the Phantom's message, "Take your heart." And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't know what it's for yet, but I'm seeing that. As a matter of fact, you text me. You're like, oh, Joker's in Smash. I'm like, why would they put the Clown Prince of Crime in Smash? That doesn't make any sense. And then I'm like, no, man, no, from Persona. I'm like, no, you're joking. Stop messing around, man. You're because I'm in line trying to get Smash at this point.
Oh, so
I'm not catching any of this stuff live. And you text me, and I'm thinking you're joking. I'm like, come on, man, don't do that. And you're like, no, for real. And so then I'm then switching over to Twitch. I think they're broadcasting it, the VGAs. And there he is. They have this whole set of like, oh, where'd Joker go? Why is he all the way at the Video Game Awards? That's far. And he's like, oh, there's only one thing a thief does. It's to steal a treasure. And, it goes through all this stuff. It's like, oh, that's my crew. That's the Phantom Thieves. I remember them. From when I played the game. And sure enough, Joker is in Smash.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, so just this is from Persona 5 for those of you who are not fans of their Persona series. But yeah, this is huge. Not only is this a very well-loved character, especially for being a new entry into the series. But the fact that it is a third-party game, right off the bat, another one. Smash Brothers they're doing it right. Like they are hitting every single thing they can for this ultimate game.
And for some reason, you don't like our king, Reggie Fils-Aimé, but he did say that this is what Smash fans can expect from the future DLC. Characters that are not straight Nintendo characters. So we're looking at 5 guest characters.
Most likely. Or some some very distant cousins.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it seems, saying that now, it seems like Waluigi's not going to happen.
Well, Waluigi's an assist trophy, bro.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
It means everything.
Take him out.
They don't do that. They don't do that.
So we can't say what they won't do based on what they've done. Like, they can make any decision they want to. Like, that is, they've never said, well, if someone's an assist trophy, we'll never make him a character ever. Guaranteed. I swear on it. I'll sign in blood. Like, they didn't say that, you know? Like, that's us just assuming.
The closest thing you've gotten was
Isabelle.
Isabelle being an assist trophy in Brawl.
Yep.
Smash 4. And then becoming a character. But she's not an assist trophy in Ultimate.
They can do an easy update. But either way, it looks like he's not going to be there. If I had to pick another guest character that I'd love, it would be Paperboy. I'd really want Paperboy in the game.
Get the hell out of here. No, come on.
I don't know.
That's worse than Piranha Plant.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, this is huge. I mean, this, like I said, opens the door for a lot of stuff. So huge announcement.
Just the speculation of it. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's the stage going to be. I want it to be anything but Mementos. I hated Mementos. The music, please get all of it. Get all the Persona music.
I'm sure they will.
I'm so pumped for Joker.
Yeah, this is going to be big. Cool.
So, yeah.
You know, that's the Game Awards. And I have to say, for the Game Awards, this is probably the most successful Game Award from the standpoint of the announcements they had. It was fantastic. And also, the awards given, like, I can't think of, I mean, for the major ones anyway that I care about, I can't think of one major award where I was like, you know what, that's just bullshit. Like everything that hit hit right, you know?
I had one, that was, they had a category for, I think it was, most, entertaining content, provider, something like that, where it's just, you know, streamers, YouTubers, something like that. Every single nominee that they showed like a clip of, like, oh, here's who we're talking about. Every single clip was them playing Fortnite. And I get it. Fortnite's big. I'm not a Fortnite hater. I mean, I don't play the game, but I respect it for what it's done, what it's become. But every single nominee was there because of Fortnite.
Yeah,
let's have some variety.
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. That even out of those people, they probably played other games at some times before Fortnite.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But congratulations to Ninja for winning that one. One I really liked was they had the esports. Esports best or something like that, and it was like all of our the fighting game guys, you know.
Yeah.
Tokido. They had other people too. J-Rock from playing the Overwatch. But Sonic Fox Fox was nominee. He won. Dude is he is like the best at fighting games. He wins every single tournament, no matter what game it is.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him.
Guy signed some kind of deal with the devil just
right?
to be good at every fighting game known to man.
Play that fiddle.
Oh man. So yeah, great Game Awards. I hope this continues the trend. I would only say, and also we're not going to go over every game that won just because there's a lot. We talked about this. We were pretty damn spot on for what we expected to win. But God of War, thank you. Like, honestly,
I'm so glad that they won and not Red Dead.
Yes.
Red Dead's a great game. I will give it that, but I'm so happy that God of War got its recognition.
Yeah, it deserved it. There's no question that in our opinion anyway, that was the game of the year. Like from beginning to end. And I don't think you can say that about Red Dead. Like, there's definitely points where I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Did you see the quick little skit, the voice actors for, Kratos and Atreus, presented an award. I can't remember who it was or what the category was. It might have been, a voiceover or something like that. And so then, the guy that, the kid that has the envelope that, you know, plays Atreus, he has the envelope for the winner. And so, and I can't remember his name, but the guy that voices Kratos is like, all right, and the winner is, in this deep voice, the winner is, he's waiting for, the kid to open the envelope. He's like, read it, boy. And the crowd is like, yeah, he said the thing.
That's cool.
It was awesome. So that callback.
Yeah, that is super cool. Cool. Well, that is the Game Awards. All right. Moving into, well, I mean, both of them are main topics, but the topic we care the most about, which we care about Game Awards. It was super fun.
It was fun.
Great darn awards. Like, honestly, last thing, do it again next year. Like, give us this again, and you will begin to get recognition on television. You'll be able to, like, you put together a good show like that, things go right.
Yeah, so be entertaining and have fun.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
Exactly. Cool. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate released.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. How much sleep have you gotten?
How much sleep?
Yep.
Well, it's definitely taken a hit. Like the first night, and through some great channels that I have, I was able to procure a copy early, which was nice. So thank you to the supporters that I had that assisted me with that and getting that in my hands. So I got the game actually, I think, on Wednesday. Came out Friday the 7th. I had it on the 5th. And I was just stoked. I had to go. I had to get home and play as soon as possible. Played the game, and Garrett got his hand on a little bit. I had to go to a birthday party. So I stopped by Garrett's apartment, dropped it off so he could play.
Yeah.
Yep. Then he came to my house after my little birthday thing was done, and we played till 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, keeping in mind we both have to be at work fairly early. I normally leave my house at 6:30 if I'm running late. Normally I leave at 5:30 so I can hit the gym. And Garrett, I think you're getting up at 6 yourself.
Yep.
So we literally played till we had to go to work almost. Yeah, it was totally worth it. Totally worth it. 5.5 hours of straight Smash gaming.
Unlocking characters.
Yeah. But enough about the setup. Let's get into the game a little bit. Yeah. So generally, how do you feel about the game so far?
I love it. It's everything I wanted. It's everything. They've thought of damn near everything.
Yeah.
To being able to save your rule sets, to set your stages to just go straight Omega, turn off hazards, make it random, flip between all of them. Hell, stage morphs. Maybe I can't decide what stage I want.
Yeah, let's hop into that since you brought it up. So the customization options for this fighting game are, bar none, one of the best I've seen. Like you said, you can customize every aspect of the gameplay for the most part.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can, the stage transitions are there hazards, how long the matches are, what items appear. Those are all kind of standards, those things. Everything you can think of. I mean, you're able to even set, do you want to fight and have whoever wins 2 matches first, and the game won't even go to the loading screen. It'll just re-up another match, and it'll let you know, hey, so-and-so has the advantage. They won the first match. Round 2, and then if they win, then that ends it. If they don't, okay, it's tied, like that. That is really cool.
It kind of feels like one of your standard fighting game. You know how in Street Fighter, it's round 1. All right, life bar's gone. Took that stock, set up round 2. That reset.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I think the biggest thing that they did was all of these options you can customize and label them. So when you begin a new game, you can choose which set of rules you want to have. That is beautiful. Because, that's what happened every time we played any Smash game. It'd start off on time or stamina or something stupid. And we'd have to go in and turn it to stock, go back,
3 lives.
Yeah. And I appreciate all that just attention to detail.
Yeah, again, they thought of almost, damn near everything, getting that set up.
Yeah. The one gripe I have, and Garrett, I knew you're waiting for me to say it. In previous iterations of Smash Brothers, you grab your little coin icon and you place that marker on the character that you want to play. Mm-hmm. After a match is done, you go back to the character select screen, and then that marker is still on your character with the same color you picked.
Ready to fight.
And you are able to pick it up and either move it to someone else or just press start and play again. In this iteration of the game, after the match is done, you go back to your character select. you have to pick your character. It's blank. Like your character icon is not on anything, so you can't just press start to play again. You have to go pick a character. That's freaking annoying.
And then you got to repick the color.
Yeah, and the color. It's a huge oversight, and it's not a game breaker. It's not a deal breaker, but it's an annoyance, especially because they already had it perfect.
Yeah, it's been in every single game. It's been that way.
Yeah,
in 64 it was that way.
Yeah,
and why they chose to change it now in the Ultimate version is I don't get it. I don't get why they thought this is the way to do it.
Right, and the thing that I really don't understand is you made options for everything. Like, why is there not an option to turn that back on?
Yep.
Like you can customize your characters. You can Have you noticed that? Did you know that, by the way? You can go. There's a menu. You can go in and you can literally change the strength and power of certain characters up or down. So I guarantee when this game goes, obviously it's going to go to e-tournaments. The esports. They might decide to just create their own custom. Okay, this is the esports designation for the character settings of power levels. I can see
that, yeah. Bayo's too strong. We as a community we gotta dial that back.
Yeah, just a tad.
I can see that.
That is crazy, Garrett. You can set that for every single character.
That is pretty damn great. Who thinks of that?
Yeah,
Nintendo thought of it.
Yeah, that's something we've never even seen from like the likes of Street Fighter.
We didn't even know that we needed it.
Right? Yeah, they gave it to us. So I mean, yeah, just all those extra things. Now, as far as gameplay goes, I'm pretty impressed. They've made some big changes, but I think it's mostly for the better.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff I'm getting used to. I still want to dodge near the stage. That'll kill you.
Yeah.
Dodging will kill you. There is so much lag and recovery time before you can use your recovery move that dodging results to death. It's sometimes better just to take the hit.
It can. So, we'll break down some of the things that they changed. But in general, the things they've changed is the air dodge mechanic from Melee is mostly back. You get one air dodge, and then you are able to, after, like Garrett said, a fairly long pause where you can do nothing besides kind of directional input one way or the other when you're falling. You can't do anything. And in Melee, you were unable to do anything after an air dodge.
Yeah, you're in free fall.
Yep. They have now changed the perfect shield mechanic to where you have to release the shield directly after the attack hits your shield, and that'll give you a few frames of advantage to dodge or attack or something of that nature, jump, which is definitely skill based. They've changed rapid attacks where you no longer fall off the side of the stage. They've also changed it to where those can be broken out of a little bit easier, that you can't just trap someone in there for life.
Unless you're Kirby. I have seen that clip where Kirby can get you caught in an infinite if it's against the wall.
Ooh.
Which is why all, any stages that are wall based, I think Dracula's Castle had one, the banned.
Yeah, immediately banned. Yeah, I can see that. And there's a few other changes. They now have kind of like a kill confirm, even though it's not necessarily a kill confirm screen, or I'm sorry, frame, where if you hit someone with like a perfect attack or with a high damage is going to just blow them away, the screen will zoom in on them, almost like Street Fighter 4 or 5 when you connect, what do you call it? A super, yeah. And like
I was thinking closer to like Tekken 7, where it's like there's that final hit thing where the time slows down and the camera zooms in.
Okay.
And like it's funny because if two people are attacking, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to get the hit, and so it kind of builds that tension. This is somewhat like that, except we already know who got the hit. Right,
exactly. That's actually a much better way to put it. Tekken 7. But yeah. Those are some of the bigger changes that I've noticed. And I think they fit. I think they make the game better, almost every single one. Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing is smash attacks can be held for infinity and beyond.
It feels so long, and we talked to Joshua a bit about it, and he had mentioned how it's great for like the meta of it, where at first when we were first playing Johnny, we didn't know the timing of that, so you're like, okay, he's about to attack, and it's gonna run out. Now I'll counter attack, and it's like, no, I'm still holding it.
Yeah, still going. So we'll hop into that first. So yeah, I think that is much better for the meta because you can't necessarily easily time when someone's going to release a smash attack. If they, charge one up on accident or thinking you're going to jump in and you don't, okay, I got you now. Like, you have to let go at this point. I'm going to get you. Now you can't do that. And it helps characters like Mega Man who need to rely on their smash attack a bit more.
Yeah.
Because he'll blow you away. Like he'll blow you away.
Yeah, don't challenge it if you're not fully confident.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And perfect shields. What do you think? Like now that it's perfect shields, they mean something. If you can get it off, if you are able to block and then let go of the block immediately, as far as your shield's concerned, you get a few frames of advantage. But it's not easy.
It is not easy. I've not mastered it at all. I think it's great to be able, because now what did perfect shields really do in the past game?
Your shield just kind of didn't go down.
It just didn't go down. You're still stuck in whatever attack. You're still, vulnerable, but your shield didn't go down.
Right.
This is a much better option. This is, okay, I anticipated your attack. I timed it right. I can either A, get out, or B, counter attack.
Yeah, I think it definitely changes the game for the better. And it really makes it even, it's the same thing. It's the same dichotomy that Smash has always had, where you can play very casually, have a great time, or really get into the nuance and nitty gritty of the skill level stuff, the veteran expertise, and have a great time that way as well.
Yeah.
Where like, if you don't really know what the perfect shield is or how to get one off, you're fine. Just shield.
Play the game.
Yeah. But if you can do it, it changes drastically what you can do to people and how you fight.
Yeah. What's the saying? Easy to do, impossible to master.
Like easy to pick up and then tough to master. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The only problem I have with it is that I'm not great at it. So when it happens, it actually throws me off more.
Because you don't expect it.
Exactly. I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely been a little.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's something I wanted to talk about. God, I forgot for now.
It'll come back. We still got about 20, 30 minutes or so. And so another thing that really mattered to me, I don't know if it ever mattered to you, but rapid attacks no longer make you fall off the stage if you are hitting someone. When you're back to the edge of the stage and you're right on the edge and they're on the inside of you, you won't fall off anymore. I love that.
Yeah, it's I guess good. I've never been a fan of rapid attacks. I feel they're maybe too easy to do. And you can't get out of them very easily. Don't like them.
I just always felt that making me fall off the stage for doing it was making me be put into a disadvantage for fighting. You know what I mean? Like I was on the offensive and I now I'm penalized for what I was doing. I don't think that was necessarily fair.
But nice to see that has been looked at or changed. I've always just kind of, let go at the time. Oh, that's what I wanted to bring up. I'm finding it difficult to do my my short hops, my short hop attacks.
So I've noticed that as well. Short hops are very difficult to do now unless you are utilizing pressing A and the jump button simultaneously, which I don't necessarily like. I like the fact that he made it an option, but as you say all the time, like give me options, give me the choices.
Yeah.
So I agree.
The only problem I'm having is because when I figured out that I'm having a difficult time getting my short hops down, that used to be a very crucial thing for my Falco game is, down throw into a short hop back air. But I'm finding it difficult to do that. I'm jumping way too high, and then I'm like, okay, well, fine, let me try this jump and attack button at the same time. But that's great to get like your nair off. But if I need to run forward, turn around so that I can now jump in the air and do my back attack, hitting A and jump at the same time along with all those directions is not fluid at all.
Yeah, and we're talking high level Smash here. A short hop is where you have the smallest amount of a jump your character needs to complete either any of their air attacks, whichever one you pretty much want to do. But if you jump too high and you go over the opposing character, or if you are too low to the ground, you just won't get your attack off. So it's the smallest amount of time of distance you need aerial wise to do that, leaving you also the least amount of vulnerable for a return attack. Yeah. Just to give you that perspective there. I've noticed that. I'm not sure if that's necessarily something that's with us having to figure out, because I can do it sometimes. Yeah.
I've seen it. It's such a delicate light tap with the jump, and I'm finding in the heat of the moment when I'm fighting, I'm not delicate. I can't be delicate with it.
Right.
So that's something I probably just need more time and training with. And, hopefully I get that down.
Yeah, I think it'll come, and maybe we'll figure something else out to it. Air dodges. So we briefly touched on it, but overall, what do you think? Is this better for the meta or worse, or how do you feel?
I think better for the meta because you can direct it. So back in the Smash 4 days, don't know why they couldn't think of a better name for that game.
Right.
But when you would dodge and hit the ground, there's lag there. You couldn't dodge in any direction, so your opponent sees you're coming. Your opponent sees your dodge. Just wait. You can't do anything when you touch the ground anyway, so they'll just counterattack. Having the ability to move in any direction with your dodges just adds to that meta. Where am I going to go? Am I going to go, straight behind you? Maybe I can dodge behind you. Maybe I'll go up a little more and kind of mess up your timing. It's definitely a much better. It's definitely better for the game.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, many people in the Smash community feel that Melee is the best game, which I'm one of them as when it comes to the fighting aspect, when the actual gameplay mechanics. I mean, it harkens back to that. Like it is very Smash Melee-esque. But it has all the benefits with very little of the downside. You are able to move after your air dodge, and you're not able to do that in Melee. You can do that in this one. So you won't just die if you do it kind of right. Yeah. Off the stage, but I don't know. I feel it. And then also I couldn't stand just the constant spamming of air dodges when I'm trying to hit someone off the stage. Just dodge. Okay, let me up B now. I hated it. Like there's no consequence for what you're doing. So they fixed that. So definitely some good things there.
Yeah, that's good. Any changes to your previous characters that you're not happy with?
Okay, cool. So let's hop into characters. We'll start with that. You know what? I'm not a big fan of Link's new bomb. He now has a bomb where he pulls it out, and he throws it, and he is able to remote detonate it at any point in time. I don't like it. It flies too far. It falls off the stage very often. I can't detonate it fast enough. I want to sometimes just throw detonate.
Yeah. And
I can't do that.
Yeah.
It bothers me a bit. I
can see that. For Link, I'm still getting used to the fact of no hook shot.
Yes.
Like I thought I'd be past that by now. I'm like, I knew he wasn't going to have a hook shot, when they announced that Link was in the game, which is when they announced the game.
Right.
But yeah. I'm still trying to okay, let me hook shot to the lead. Nope.
Yeah, or I'm trying to grab something, I should grab it. Oh, I don't have a hook shot anymore. Which is funnily enough, they took it from him and they gave one to Luigi. Luigi has a hook shot now. It's the plunger.
Yeah. Cannot grab ledges.
No, it can't.
I have tried that. Can't happen. But yeah, with the Poltergeist 5000 and something like that, he has a distance grab.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like it. But whatever. What about you?
Real quick grabs. Yeah. Grab text.
Yeah, I think that's a great mechanic. It doesn't actually happen that often.
Not very often, but I think it's a lot easier like in Street Fighter when you see your opponent coming towards you and you're in a corner, you're like, okay, he's either going to attack or grab. And most of the time, you can probably anticipate, and 50-50 you'll get it right. Here in Smash Brothers, it's like, okay, is he going to put pressure on my shield? Is he going to jump behind me? So it's harder to do, but the fact that there's an option, that was great.
Yeah, I like it. I like that they've added that just because there are times where we've all said I grabbed you, yeah. Now okay, I would have grabbed him and he would have grabbed me, so nothing happened.
Yeah. Do that.
Exactly. And any characters that you feel like they've misstepped on?
Trying to think. Other than it being harder to do okay, Johnny, you'll know. In Smash 4, what was my favorite kill with Falco?
Your favorite kill?
Yeah. Like I'm playing Falco. What's my favorite way to get a kill with Falco?
Oh, to throw someone with I think it's his forward and then shoot him with the gun. And they die off the edge, yeah.
This is a back throw, where he tosses you back, shoots the laser, and the laser is what ends up, knocking you over into the kill zone.
Yeah.
In this game, in Ultimate, if a character has too much damage, the shot just completely misses. The throw trajectory is nowhere near the laser.
Oh wow!
So I mean that makes his back throw kind of not as strong, obviously, but it just kind of sucks. That's like, okay, when I hit a certain amount of damage, then that shot's useless. There's no reason to point it. I wish there was a way you could like maybe aim it. Like if you're holding down or something like that, he would aim a little lower or something. But that's kind of a sourness that I can't do that anymore.
It took one of your favorite little tidbits.
It was my favorite way to do it.
Yeah. Talking about just characters in general, we don't have time obviously to go over all 70 whatever characters. We just don't have that time. But I found that I don't feel a lot of crossover, which is a good thing, between characters. I mean, obviously there are echo characters or characters that have some similarities because of they're echo characters of one another. But for the most part, the roster is extremely varied. Like, you're not going to have a character that plays like Peach. I mean, yes, again, echo character Daisy, but other than echo characters, which are there just honestly, in my opinion, for fan service. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
The main characters, there's no Peach, there's no Ness. And again, I know Lucas is there, but he's an echo character for all concerns, technically.
So funny that you're mentioning this. After unlocking all the characters, I wanted to see what the screen, what my character select screen would look like if I stacked the Echo Fighters. Meaning that instead of Daisy having her own separate slot, Daisy would be part of like Peach's slot, and you can
toggle
back and forth. Yeah, toggle back and forth. I wanted to see what it looked like, so I set that and went to the character screen, and I'm like, there's only like 3 Echo Fighters. There's only like 3 that are like defined Echo Fighters. Yes, Lucas is an Echo Fighter of Ness, but since he has he's got different properties, he's got a different moveset, he has a snake that can grab the ledge, for God's sake.
Yeah.
He is not considered an Echo character, so he still has his own slot. The only ones I saw were Samus, Dark Samus, Marth, Lucina, Peach, and Daisy.
Not even Pit, Dark Pit.
Oh, sorry, Pit and Dark Pit.
Okay.
So I think those are the only 4 that are like hard Echo characters.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, which to have a new terminology and then utilize it a little bit, but not. It's still clear that you aren't making clones. You're not making what some people would call "quote unquote" wasted slots.
So even like Chrom to Roy or Richter to
different.
Wow.
Sorry, Richter and Simon might be. I forgot to look. I was looking at the top of the screen. They're near the bottom.
Yeah.
So probably also Simon and Richter, which only makes 5.
Yeah. I'm sure I've said it before, but I'm sure that they will continue to incorporate that. I have a feeling that this game is going to get supported for a while. Like it just makes sense for what they're doing. So we'll see. Favorite new character.
Oh, there's a couple. There's a couple that I'm very happy are in the game. Now, when new character, does that exclude old returning characters?
Yes.
Okay. So
only the newbies.
Can't say Snake.
No, you can't say Snake.
Inkling's really fun.
Okay.
Inkling's a lot of fun. Squid Kid.
Okay. It's a hard one for me. I like 2 characters specifically. It's got to be King K. Rool. I like him a lot. Just he's big, he's strong, he's kind of fast, he's mean. His projectile like combo of just his throwing his crown and then the bowling ball, and once you get good at the bowling ball and like having the closeness to like
Cannonball.
Suck them up, cannonball. He's a great character. So.
I cannot stand his armor.
Oh yeah.
Which any attack that he does that has his stomach out, he absorbs a hit. Which, I mean, that's cool for the character, not so cool for the person fighting him.
Yeah, it's definitely challenging.
Yeah, but I'm glad he's in the game.
Yeah,
definitely. Go ahead and have a runner up.
Isabel.
Yeah.
She's super fun.
The fishing pole.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Like, it's interesting that, they I don't know that they designed that, because when you first look at it, you're like, okay, she got this fishing line and she has a Lloyd rocket go straight up. Like, how is this beneficial? Like, it just seems stupid. But with that fishing line and being able to just pretty much grab people from a huge distance and throw them, and the throw's rough.
Yeah.
And it can throw both ways, forward or backwards. Her zoning ability is just crazy. And there's so few characters that really have a strong zoning game. I mean, I guess Richter, Simon, Isabel, Villager, maybe Zero Suit Samus to some degree, and Corrin to some degree. That's all I can think of that have, a zoning capacity to them.
Okay.
And everyone else, or that are not based on just like guns, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
no, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Just spamming one.
Yeah.
They have multiple options.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's their whole game plan. Like everything about them. She's unique, dude.
Nice.
So,
for me, I would probably say, I'm digging Incineroar.
I figured.
I'm digging Incineroar. I was happy when he was announced. I like a lot of his moves. He's got his back throw is one of my favorite wrestling moves ever. Is a German suplex, a beautiful German suplex. Just the bridge and the full extension. Like, it looks great, and it's strong too.
Yeah,
it's a strong throw. So not only does it look good, it is very beneficial.
Nice. Character you like the newest character you like the least. New character you just don't care about so far.
That's a little more tough. There's characters I like that I'm not good with. I'm working on Simon and Richter. But they're rough, man. They've got the Little Mac issue where if you throw them off the stage, it's hard for them to come back.
Yeah.
And I know that he can grab the ledge with his forward air and back air, which is forward air attack and his back air attack. But my play style where if I knock someone off, I try to pressure, I try to edge guard, and I try to maybe gimp a life or two. I can't do that with those characters because instead of going for the attack that I want, they will grab the ledge.
Yeah.
So it's rough for my play style, I think.
Okay. So you're saying those two?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd probably say Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I can see that. He's a little cool. He's in the game, but he's a little lackluster.
Yeah. He doesn't have enough to separate him from Ryu, in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, they changed the size of his Hadoken.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But the Shoryuken is always nice. There's actually a challenge real quick where you do the Mob Smash, Century Smash, doing nothing but special moves with Ken, and that was that's a challenge. His Tatsumaki Senpaku is not as strong against those kind of like easy to fly characters, those guys that you just knock away with like a fair or something like that. It takes a couple hits, but the sure you can blast them.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, Ken. Sorry, buddy. Cool, man. I don't know if I have too much more to generally go over about the game. What do you got?
There's plenty more to still talk about. Have you touched World of Light?
So, that's correct. That's something we can't talk about. Yeah, I have. And I gotta say, I was wrong. I ripped on it real hard.
Yep.
I went Johnny Mac on it. I ripped on it when they announced it. I thought it was the stupidest thing. It just didn't look fun. I don't care. I'd rather have an extra character or two.
Yep.
And
exact words.
Yeah, those are my exact words. I'd rather have a couple more characters. And I still might actually prefer more characters, but it's not without value. It is definitely a fun mode. It gives you something very challenging and different to do with the gameplay. When you're not trying to play online or fight someone else. If you want some variation, this is it. It's fun.
I've not touched it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And listeners, you'll know how much I was popping off about it. Like, I'm super excited. The problem is, to me, that feels like a very like sit down and play kind of thing. It's been a couple hours. I don't have a lot of sit down and play time. And when I did, I was unlocking characters. That was goal number 1, is just unlock characters.
Yeah.
What I did figure out that I got sucked into, I gotta get these spirits, man.
Oh yeah?
I gotta get these spirits. Who's on the board? Okay, advance. Okay, yeah. Oh, fireman character? I don't care who it is. I want him.
Wait. So are you playing World of Light though, right?
No.
What are you playing?
So
the spirit mode.
There's a spirit mode where you go to the spirit menu. There's a list of spirits that you can get, and their time limits. Their strengths, are they advanced, ace, novice, legend? You play a fun little challenge, most of the time fun, little challenge that kind of pays homage to the spirit. For example, if a Metal Gear is going to be Rob, that is a metal Rob, So it's fun to see what they did to kind of make similarities between the characters. It's fun getting new spirits and kind of like setting up like, okay, this match is going to be the lava floor. Okay, I have someone that nullifies lava. So let me equip them and let me equip this Magus guy so my sword attacks are strong. It's got a whole nother mode that I was kind of excited for before the game came out, but now I know it's fun. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I'm just like, spirits. I gotta get these spirits.
Wow, I haven't even touched that mode really.
It's fun to me.
See, but I feel like World of Light is that. Like, that's what you do.
It is, as far as I know, but this is a kind of like shorter version of doing it. There's no paths that you have to make. There's no choices. It's just who go after who you want. And then if there's no one that you want, there's like battle items that you can like, reshuffle the board. I want to get someone else.
Yeah.
For the life of me, do not understand how how to get the legends. They will show up. You got 14 minutes to get them. They are impossible to fight. They are so strong. I got lucky one time because I gimped one of them. And it was someone I really wanted. And I missed the shot.
To gimp him?
No. After I did it, I completed the fight. It was something like the opponent will suddenly get a final smash, and they can use their final smash twice, something like that. So that's what I'm dealing with, and it's hella strong. But I ended up gimping him, killed him. Now, when you defeat a spirit, now there's the shield that goes around them, the spinning thing, and you have to kind of thread the needle. You shoot the laser between the gap in the shield, and then that's how you capture them.
Okay, you don't have to do that in World of Light. You just capture them, but okay.
Okay, so this is the spirit mode. I hit the shield. I hit the shield, and as soon as you hit the shield, it'll pop up saying, hey, do you want another shot at it? It'll cost blank spirit points. And normally, if you're fighting like a novice or an advanced, it's like, okay, 400 points. Okay, fine. 800 points, whatever. 1,400 points to take another stab at a legend. And I'm like, all right, she'll show up again, I guess.
Oh, do you not have enough points?
I had the points, but I only had like 16.
You weren't willing to...
And I was not willing to spend 14, especially because you need the points to like level up your spirits or something like that. Like there's more than just...
Yeah.
There's more that you do with them, with that currency. So I'm like, okay, she'll show up again. And then I saw that I had one of those board items where it's like, okay, rematch, where it'll put someone back that just left. Because if you lose, they're gone until they randomly come back. So I used the rematch, got destroyed, got mopped. She footstooled me.
Oh.
She footstooled me. I'm like, you didn't even mean to do that. I'm telling the computer didn't mean to footstool me.
Oh, that's funny, man.
So, yeah, I burned I had like 4 rematches, lost every time.
I'm sorry, man.
She'll be back.
Yeah, one day.
She'll be back. It was Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, World of Light is definitely fun. They've given us a lot to do. The online mode is fairly good as well. Same thing, you can customize kind of how you want your matches to go. You can kind of initially set like, is this a beginner match, an intermediate, advanced, or expert? They're not termed that, but that's what it is. So that'll pare down, okay, who do I want to fight? Like immediately then you can create your own lobby and name it whatever you want.
Sweet.
And so people know, like, semi-competitive, competitive, only real smashers, come get your, butt whooped, whatever you want.
Scrubs.
Right. Yeah. You can put whatever you want. Then you can set it so that you can have, winner stays in, loser stays in, or like, how many players it is, how long the match is,
okay,
how many stock they have. all that stuff, stamina, not stamina, time. So like it was like I joined one match and I'm like, dude, why is your match limit 7 minutes? Like it was taking forever. So then I made my own and I'm like, okay, 2.5 minute matches. Like if you can't kill someone, I put on 2 lives. If you can't kill someone 2 times in 2 minutes, then you're doing something wrong in Smash Brothers. So
I mean, just so you know, the tournament like setting is 2 stock, 5 minutes.
It's a long battle, bro.
It's 2 stocks, so if you do it with less than 5 minutes, that was Smash 4. I think right now we're still kind of in the experimental stage. New game, we're figuring things out still. Right now it's I think 5 minutes, 3 stocks.
Yeah, that's too long, I think, for a Smash game. Especially online. I'm just trying to, because if your matches are taking too long, people are going to leave your lobby. Like,
fair.
So, and then I only had it where, okay, there's only going to be room for 3 people in the lobby, the 2 competitors and 1 dude on the sideline. Because I'd get a match of 5 people and then like I would beat someone and then he'll just leave. Like, he's not going to stay to watch 4 more matches, So just one other guy, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. Like, it's pretty cool. What else you got? Throw me some things.
There's the games and more. Touch classic mode at all?
No, I don't think I will.
I just got some stuff. You unlock a not that you really care. You get a spirit every time you beat one.
I think actually I played it one time.
With Palutena?
Was it with I think it might have been with Palutena.
Yeah, I saw you had the Palutena spirit.
Oh yeah, I played it one time just to see, because I had missed some characters to beat to unlock them, and I wasn't sure how to do it. I'm like, maybe I have to play classic mode or something. Then I learned, okay, there's a rematch thing. So yeah. Which quick side note, it was hard to beat some of those dudes.
Yeah, they were tough. They were tough, and it sucks because it took so long to make them spawn. And then it's like, oh, well, I lost. Okay, well, there's the rematch thing. Oh, it's not up.
You're right.
Okay, well, what do I have to do to make the rematch come back? Just play the game, man.
Yep.
Just play the game. It'll show up when it shows up.
Yeah, in general, they've upped the CPU 9s. Like, the highest difficulty CPUs are a lot more challenging.
Yeah.
Like I think so. I don't know if you feel that way.
I haven't touched it.
Oh. Okay.
I haven't touched level 9.
Okay, then.
I've just been fighting level 3s. I'm still trying to get the physics down of the game.
Got it.
Still trying to learn my characters before I go into just an ass whooping.
Yeah, these fools are good. I mean, they're short hopping. They're just they're jumping around like a pro. Just bounce, move, always in the air, coming down, doing a move, rolling. They are perfect shielding like nobody's business. Like, there was a point where I did a rapid attack. Or was it rapid attack? It was something rapid. Not like, it's not like a jab, but something like that, where it's like they're getting hit with like 4 or 5 things very, very quickly, and he perfect shielded all of them. Like, bap, 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 bap.
So that Evo moment in Super Street Fighter? Yeah. No, Street Fighter Alpha.
I'm like, what? Yeah. with Daigo?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he perfect shielded everything. I'm like, okay, there's no way. A human could not, like, you know how good a human would have to be?
Ken and Chun-Li.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my, that was a beautiful Evo moment.
Yeah.
But, they're definitely stronger.
Man, okay. All right.
So, cool. I have nothing else Smash related unless you got more stuff for me.
No, not as of the moment. Just, it's here. It's finally here. Everyone's back.
Yeah.
And Joker's gonna be in it.
Yeah, we still have 4 more unannounced DLC packs. Mm-hmm. They're gonna make more. This will not be the end of the DLC. I can't see it happening, no.
I don't know. Smash 4 only had 4 or 5.
Yeah, and think about how they barely supported DLC back on the Wii U.
Fair.
Yeah. It was kind of like a surprise that we got that. Yeah,
that was the first time Smash Bros. Had DLC, and 5 characters. Bayo, Cloud, Mewtwo.
Roy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Roy, Ryu.
I think that might be it.
I think that's it.
But yeah, I mean, that they barely supported stuff back then. They were just getting their toes wet on the Wii U doing that. And they've obviously already gotten better at it. Like, they didn't announce like Bayo and Ryu this way. They just were like, okay, here they are, Yeah. And this one they had a perfect plan. Game comes out December 7th. The game order December 7th. We're going to just tease the next character to you on December 7th. So if you had any thoughts of not getting the game, here's a reason. That was spot on. And yeah, just they've got it planned out very well. So.
Just a real quick callback to the Joker announcement is people were tweeting Atlas USA saying, "Oh my God, Joker's in the game," and Atlas responds, "Oh, you didn't see it coming," which is a kind of play off to the battle theme, which is "You'll never see it coming." It's just such a great way. It was the perfect announcement. It was the perfect way to present it. It was the perfect way to even respond to people excited about it, further building the hype.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy Joker's coming to Smash, man.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this. I still can't believe it's real.
And we still got the Piranha Plant. Aw.
Yeah. Man, just wind right out the sail there.
Oh man. All right.
I'll still play him.
Yeah, I will still play the character. I will definitely will. Cool. Well, that's our show, I think, today, guys. We had some fun doing Bro Out number 3 here. Garrett Laney, Johnny McIntyre, Joshua Gerard, you are missed, sir, but we'll see you back here next week.
See you next week, buddy.
Yeah, man. So before we get out of here, what's been going on with you outside the podcast this last week or so?
Smash.
Same. Smash Brothers. Although really quickly, I did have a really nice time. My company, our beloved and very generous CEO flew our entire company out to Vegas. We were there, got there Friday morning, had a party, rented out this crazy club, Omnia, at Caesar's Palace, open bar. Everybody got lit, just crazy. Great time with my wife, just getting away from the kids for just a night. We were there Friday. We left Saturday afternoon. So we had pretty much about 24 hours in Vegas, almost on the dot, actually, almost on the dot, 24 hours. Crazy nightclub fun, just getting able to just sit back, relax, and had some nice time that early morning, just in the hotel room, just nice little bubble bath, just chilling, playing games, talking. It was a really nice experience. So thank you, to my company for that. And that time, it was just cool, man. Just a cool experience, a lot of fun times, and a great weekend. So yeah,
that's nice.
It was. So.
I've just been playing Smash.
I still play Smash Brothers. As a matter of fact, my wife and I are playing together, and she's getting into the game. Like, she's getting into it. Like,
okay.
She's learning.
All right.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, well, I think that's our show for the week. We'll forego, like you said, we're not doing all the structure stuff. We're just chatting it up this week. But yeah, if you want to chat with us and have some, fun going back and forth, hit us up on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. You know how to find us. Everything will be in the details and descriptions for you in our podcast, so you can go ahead and go right there. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to support the show, guys, tell friends, tell family. You know how that goes. Your word of mouth is the best way that we spread our content.
A lot of help.
Yeah. And then, if you want to chat with us on the side, you can chat with us on Twitter. I'm at JohnnyMac24.
And you can find me at GJL3275.
And the missing Joshua Gerard is at Eternal Red Gamer on Twitter as well.
Joshua 4_.
The old one was ridiculous. Cool.
Eternal Red Gamer. That is Joshua.
That is him. Cool, guys. Well, we will see you next week. Have a great time, great week. Enjoy this podcast, and the whole Super Co-op squad will be back for the next one. As always, I'm Johnny Mac.
I'm Garrett Laney.
Joshua Gerard, we love you, man.
Bro, up out.